everyone, how are you guys doing today? So, we're going to be taking a look at Munchkin Magical Mess as soon as I get my keyboard over here. And we're going to be talking about the UK Games Expo. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have Eric Olson, who is not going to the UK Games Expo, and let's see here, Majo Basil in chat right now. So we do have the linked chat, so you can comment on YouTube and Facebook, and we appreciate any of your comments, because if you have any questions about this thing here or the UK Games Expo or anything else, we can hopefully answer them here for you today, okay? So, nope, in the US, I really wish that I would have been able to go to the UK Games Expo, but it just didn't work out for me. I got other things going on. What else? Let's see here. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more unboxings and gameplay and stuff like that. We have Origins coming up, so that's going to be big. I don't know exactly what we're doing for Origins yet. As far as like what I will be doing there for Origins, as I will be doing media coverage, and as well as for Gen Con too, I believe. So that's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I know. The UK Games Expo really got big super fast as far as like in the community, and it like snuck up on me, guys. I was like, dang it, I need to be part of this. So, Munchkin Magical Mess is illustrated by Ian McGinty. That's the same guy who does the Adventure Time. I think I watched Puppy Cat or something like that as well. And he's done a whole lot of other stuff. I mean, Ian McGinty does a lot of cool stuff. Bravest Warriors, that's the other one that I was thinking of and stuff. I like his art style. It's really cute. And let's see what else we have in here. So these are going to be the instructions here. And we're going to talk a little bit about pairings for this as well. With this particular art style, I always like this art with Katie Cook's art. So I really like the puppies and kittens sort of stuff. And as well as this also has like Munchkin Moops, which Ian McGinty also did the art for. And I think that those combine pretty well as well. So here is the rule book. Let's see here. I actually haven't opened up this one here before. And I wanted to see if there was anything special that they have here for this. I'm not seeing anything particular, because sometimes they do have like a special thing like gears or something like that. And then we have our little pieces here. Oh, these guys are so cute. Ooh, I really like these. So here's the male and female version of your pieces. Like those there. Oh, no, get them in there. And I like the boxes where you have everything included here, because these little pieces right here are so important. I just don't do the dice anymore as far as counting levels. Like it's too much. Somebody bumps the table and it's all over from there, And this little map is super cute as well. Oh, there's all these little snacks up here, guys. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. It's got an interesting, like, green color to it. That's interesting. Yeah, I know, Eric, right? It would be super fun. Super sad I'm not going. Also, I haven't been out of the US before, so that would have been fantastic too. Maybe next year. We'll see. Maybe next year. So you have your 2 decks of cards here. You got your little standees there. And, ooh, I like the dice, guys. Okay. Let me take a look at this. So, I don't feel like it's fully black. It's like a weird marbled black-gray color. And then it has like a really light purple in the middle here. Magical Mess is really fun addition to the game, and add it to any other game or classic extension. Yeah, I'm pro adding these into like other sets all the time. It just makes it so much more fun, Like I have my original Munchkin set, which is just a monster of a set. I mean, oh my gosh. Tell your boss to send you. Well, I had other obligations already planned, so I didn't try to go for it. Although I should have, right? Because, like, now I'm going to be sad. A lot of the people that I work with and stuff are going, so I'm like, oh, man. But, you know, I'll be at other places doing other things. I won't have a boring weekend, that's for sure. Okay, guys? So my original Munchkin set is just brimming over. The You could play forever with that set. It's a good set to go to level 20 with because I have every expansion in there, and I also have a lot of like the really unusual sort of expansion, like little mini expansions and stuff in there, which is really fun. So it's just like a gigantic set, and I love it. All right, so let's take a look. These have the original backs on them here, so you can include those without any sleeves in any sort of original set, and you're not going to be able to tell which is which. I know, and some people were really upset because I have some people in the UK that were like all excited. They're like, "Oh man, are you going to come down to the UK?" And I was like, "No. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Not today. Not today." Okay. What do we want to look through first? We want to look through treasures or our doors deck while I retrieve my phone that fell. Gloryhound is going to the CMON Expo. That's right. I am. I am. So I will not have a boring weekend at all. So and there will be media stuff happening. Just not in the UK. Let's take a look through the treasures. I like looking through the treasures first. And this guy is like a mad wizard, you know? So I'm partially mad wizard myself, I feel. You know, if I'm going to be playing in any sort of Dungeons and Dragons or anything that includes wizards, I feel like the mad wizard is like the place to go with that, you know? All right, let's get these guys out here. So we have a metallic moop. And, you know, I don't know where the moop came from. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. I don't know if moop is a specific thing that Ian came up with that, like, is, I don't know. I don't know where the moop thing, like, is it a comic or something? I'm going to have to look that up later, okay? Because we have Millionaire Moop, we have the Minty Fresh Moop, and these are all little buffs, so play during any combat, +4 to either side. We have a mislabeled Moop, a monochrome Moop. Look at them. We have Moop Goop, a multifunctional. So place this card with a wearable item, headgear, footgear, armor. It is now the multifunctional whatever, and it may be used with any type of wearable item as long as that type is legal for you to wear. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and then we have Goulayed, a hermit carbs. There's some people that definitely would run away from these. I'm just saying. I only play Munchkin Legends Deluxe. Would you want, let's see here, any sets to match the Munchkin Legends Deluxe? Let me think. That's a good question because that's one of the ones that I don't play as often, even though I really, really enjoy those ones. I would say, you know what would be really fun probably to do with it is the new Munchkin side quests that they have because, I mean, all those Greek tales and everything are just full of side quests. I mean, I feel like that would match up with it, right? We have salty quackers. That's for whenever people get really cranky whenever you're beating them in a game. You can throw some salty quackers at them. Play during combat, +5 to either side. I'm a fan of that card right there. I feel like Dr. Gloryhougnd needs some of those. We have the loaded die here. Couple of those. Marzi-Panda. So play during any combat. The monsters chew on this, allowing the munchkins to escape combat automatically. It's usable only once. You know, I would feel bad about eating the Marzi-Panda, personally. Legends and Shakespeare. Ooh, thanks, Eric. That's a good combination because that's all old school writing, right? And plus, like we've said before, then you can do all of your Shakespearean, uh, like foul mouth sort of Shakespearean stuff. Insult everybody in Shakespeare. Like that sort of talk. It's hilarious. Like you guys got to go back and watch the Shakespeare box opening because that was like too much for me. It was one of my favorite things to talk about whenever we were doing it. It was fantastic. We have Mooper Snoopers. He has like 2 little magnifying glasses, a wishing ring, those couple. Okay, so we have the hireling here, which you can sacrifice a hireling to any monster to automatically run away from run away from that combat. Just as a note, okay? And he lets you carry one extra big item. These are like pro Munchkin tips. Yeah, Dr. Gloryhound, rude. Well, come on. I just want either salty quackers or like a I don't know, like a plush or something like that, so I can just throw at people. I really like the salty quackers. Legends and Pathfinder. Yeah, that's a good set as well. I like doing Legends and Pathfinder as well. We have the Jerkin. That one is a mouthful to say. Oh, that's not going to look good on the green screen. We have a Moop Scoop. Ugh, that that's not what I want in my ice cream, guys. We have a Stoat Coat. Oh, it's so cute. That's the good way. You can wear them like that. And then they can be your friend and they can attack people, like whenever you need them to attack. We have Swagloshes, a fiery. Oh, a fiery. Okay, so it's like a little fiery fairy thing. Let me see. This card must be placed with an item that gives combat bonus, does not already have fire or flame damage. That item is now fiery whatever. Okay, so this just gives it fiery on that one. We have hair extensions. Oh, that's adorable. We have a painter's weasel, trousers, little troutsers. We have a bonobolus, a butterfly knife, which is a literal butterfly. She's stabbing the poor dragon with a literal butterfly there, but it seems to be working. Cat pajamas, those are cute. I could wear some cat pajamas. I mean, really. Criminal axe. So, a thief using this item can backstab for a -3 in combat rather than a -2. You don't see many thieves wielding axes overall, I mean, is a thief going to dual wield an axe? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I don't know. We have the Raspberry, a ring of reneging. Let's see here. After you win a combat with help, you may give your helper this ring instead of the promised treasures with no reward. Wow. Wow, that's so rude. We have a scimitar and we have a mullet. And we have some spare ribs that protect your little ribs like that there. We have a candlestick or a candle tick. It's a candle tick. And this is a fire and flame attack. We have the bee's knees. He has little bees on there. It's so cute. Moop was one we could both eventually agree on, and then when Amber Cook mentioned that it meant materials out of place at Burning Man, we realized we couldn't do better than that. Oh, okay, so I guess Moop was used in the comic books. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate that. Okay. That's interesting. So it is kind of like a personal sort of made character and stuff like that with it. Fantastic. Thank you so much for all the research in the chat, guys. Matter out of place. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm down with that. I think that overall, the sillier that Munchkin is overall, the better. Like that's just the best. We have beef Wellingtons. They're like little they're little foot gear. We have the Katana. That reminds me of like Roger Rabbit and the singing sword, I think it was, right? Too slow, somebody beat you to it. Just barely, Andy. Thank you so much, though, Andy and Dr. Gloryhound. We appreciate that. It's always like, I get prepared for all this and everything, and I think I have everything done, and then, like, as I'm actually pulling stuff up, all these questions come up. So I love that you guys are in the chat and helping me out. That's fantastic. We have sandal dollars. We have a saw chain. A serpentine dagger. See, that would, if it had poison like on it, a venom, then that would be perfect. And we have a snail gun and a club sandwich, which you swing at people. And I think Dr. Gloryhougnd would agree with this. You would just open your mouth and eat it. I don't know how well this club sandwich would work. You know, you may discard this for an automatic escape from a single monster. Okay, well, that's beneficial for sure. If you can use the club sandwich to also go ahead and escape, that would be fantastic. Yeah, the close-up camera is not working the greatest. I need to adjust like the color on it and stuff for that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I moved some screens around and stuff like that. Maybe I'll move them back. I was trying to get you guys the full setup here so you guys could see so much stuff. It's all about the screen space, guys. So we have a vampire hat, a hentai. Wow. I just realized what that was as I said it. A ukulele. Oh, guys, you guys they're making me say horrible things on the internet. Mocassins, an overgoat, some fox socks. Those belong in any sort of Dr. Seuss book. We have an overstuffed otterman. Oh, a snitchblade. Okay. If you win combat with this weapon while fighting alone, you must reveal the treasure to the rest of the group. You do not have to use this if you can win without it. That's funny. Alright, so we have the flaming gun. Bling out Moop's wand. It's like a whisk. Does he normally have a whisk as a wand? I guess that makes nonsensical sense, right? By Moop a cookbook. Escape by a whisker. Super dangerous. Do not open. Try to get that up a little bit further for you guys. And we have some spring cleaning, a suit yourself. Tastes nothing like chicken. You know how people always say something tastes like chicken, and I totally disagree with that. Rarely anything tastes like chicken. Like, really, I don't think everything tastes like chicken, guys. It's overused. Chicken is overused. We have a sombrero and a tail of 9 cats. It's like, this is exactly how it would look if you were actually taking 9 cats on a walk. That's 100% exactly how it would look. We have the oxbow. We have a shark head hammer. Krill the hireling. So, you may use this only if a hireling is in play, no matter who owns this card. Discard the hireling. This cannot give you the winning level. That's a go up a level card. We have Loop-de-Moop, Moop Troop, go up a level, and Sacrifice for short-term gain. You must discard a class or a race you have in play to gain a level. That's not too bad. That's nice. This is a cute set. The art in it is really interesting. Like, I think this one and then the Monster Moops one, I have not opened those ones either. Chicken doesn't even taste like chicken. Sometimes everybody tries to make chicken taste different. That's the whole thing, is the fact that chicken is like so bland that you can make it taste like anything else, right? You have like chicken parmesan, you have barbecue chicken, like you make chicken taste like everything else, right? Some of the characters from the CCG and the Munchkin game. Oh, okay, Jordan. So that's really interesting. Maybe you should message headquarters about that. That would be pretty cool to see. I think like a little character pack that would go into like the original set or something like that, like one of those little 15 card sets would be a lot of fun to do. Yes, I am. I'm going to Origins with Steve Jackson Games, and I'll be going to Gen Con as well with Steve Jackson Games. So I will be there, and come by and say hi, and we're going to be doing Fantasy Trip and Car Wars, which I'm really excited about, which I will be more than welcome to play if I have time. I will be doing media coverage for them, so I will be taking lots of pictures and stuff like that and doing videos and everything. But I'm really hoping to hang out with all of you guys and everything. And I really want to play a game of Fantasy Trip because that's one that I haven't gotten to play with Steve Jackson yet. Like, hopefully I can do that. I don't know if Steve Jackson is going to Gen Con in Origins, though. I'm going to have to look that up. Okay, so for monsters, we have a bugaboo, a barn owl, who's a literal barn, a clampire, mirthworms, Robin Hood, the millipede. So +4 against male munchkins. Lose your footgear or a level, your choice. If you can only lose one of them, that's the one you must choose. We have a banana conda. It's slippery. +3 against anyone with fewer than 2 hands. That's terrible. We just had a discussion about bananas the other day and how they're never ripe at the right time. Ripe at the right time. Yes, Eric. So I will be in Atlanta for the CMON Expo. I think that's where it's at. I believe I'm flying into Atlanta. So that's next weekend. So I'll be there. We have the chrysanthemum mummy here. We have a creepy dolphin. And, you know, if you guys are over there, then absolutely, like, send me a message and stuff like that, and we can hang out and everything in my downtime. If we were going to crit hit 4 in Phoenix, so the silver table, gosh, Silver Key, there we go. Silver Key, who is opening up the, like, pubish style game bar in, it's going to be in, like, Mesa, I believe, Jordan. They're actually inviting me out to crit hit so we can do live playthroughs of stuff. So, yeah, absolutely. So if you're at the crit hit, if you're at crit hit, come by, stop by, say hi, you know? Like it's going to be super fantastic. I'm excited to do live plays. Like that's one thing I just don't ever have enough time to do is actually sit down and play live with you guys cuz I really love doing it, but it takes, you know, time to get people together all in the same place at the same time and then have everybody all mic'd up and everything, and it takes a certain amount of room to have that in. And since crit hit is open place, then we're going to be able to get in there and it's going to be a lot easier, and it's not going to be such a small place like this here, you know. And hopefully in the future I can do live plays whenever the place opens. So I'm super excited about that. We'll see how that works out. I'd really like to do that. What else do we have? We have a steam skunk, a chimpanzee zebra, a gully bull, a wallaby, a chupacabra. So it's a +3 against wizards. This is even scarier looking than the chupacabra, I think. Like 100% freakier. Let's see here. Zapped and Squish Facebook group for the Munchkin CCG. Okay, so I'll have to take a look at that, Major. So if you want to, you can send me a message at Gloryhoundd Presents on Facebook, and then I'll take a look at those places, and I'll definitely send a shout out and stuff like that. That'd be really interesting. I just want to look at them first, because if you're super into the CCG, I totally want to make sure that gets promoted, because I think Steve Jackson also has a CCG group page. So if we can get you guys like working together and stuff, that would be fantastic, right? Jordan's going to jam for them during the convention. Fantastic. What are you going to be jamming at the convention? A lot of times I attend conventions and it's so sad because I get to go there and I'm like, yes, I'm at the convention. It's fantastic. And then I'm working so much that like I don't actually get to do anything. So like that's the super sad part of whenever you're working at a convention, you know? Like you get to go there and you get to see stuff, but then you don't get to touch anything. Like that's it. We have a Ramalama Ding Dong. That's adorable. Llamas are so in right now, guys. If you don't have llama stuff, I mean, you're just not hip. We have gunny whales. I feel like there's an RPG that needs to happen with this, with like mobster whales. You have like mobster sharks and stuff like that, and like the cruel dolphin crew. That's a whole RPG for you guys right there, okay? You are in that group. I am? Oh my goodness. Like, thank you for letting me know, Dr. Gloryhougnd. I get a lot of stuff that I go ahead and I click on and everything. I'm like, oh, I like this, but then like I don't know if I don't get back to it or whatnot. I'll have to take another look at it. I'm excited about that. Okay. We have the saber-tooth squid. We have a corn dog. He's so cute. His little tail's the little stick for the corn dog. Oh my goodness. Would you eat him or not? I mean, he's too cute. He's Too cute to eat, but he'd smell delicious. We have a finchworm, a melancholy baby, deceptively cute, +4 against female munchkins. Aww. I agree with that. He's very cute. The watermelon, though. I would eat the watermelon. Mutants and Masterminds and Doctor Who. Oh, I love both of those games. Like, I really like Mutants and Masterminds, and I haven't played the Doctor Who one, but I mean, I've been wanting to. That would be fantastic. Dang. Dang it, guys. Tempting me with all the cool stuff to do. Take this one, Moop's Magical Mess, and mix it up with other Moop's Monster Mashup, and that is a funny mix. I agree. So Moop's Magical Mess, the Moop's Monster Mashup, I would even throw in the Munchkin Kittens and Puppy set, which hopefully we're going to be opening up maybe within the next few weeks. But that would give like a really cute, like well-roundedness where, because the art is like super cute and ridiculous and stuff, and adding all that in there would just be perfect. And those two art styles of Ian and Katie just both meld together really, really well. We have a spring chicken, a steel toad, a blizzard, a double chinchilla. A double chinchilla. Who has a double chin? See? He likes the snacks. All chinchillas love snacks, guys. All usable only once. Cards played to help the double chinchilla count. You guessed it, double. So, I freaking love chinchillas, guys. That's one of my favorite animals. It's like chinchillas and cats. They're so adorable. They get their little dust bath going on and stuff. Oh my goodness. We have an escargost. An orcupine, which nobody wants that. Orcs are already a pain in the butt to kill. If you have an orcupine, I feel like you should be more than a level 6. Ouch, +5 against munchkins without armor. We have a beluga-zell, a panda ray, a specturtle. He's like, oh, he's a crazy little ghost turtle. 3,872 orcas, guys. +5 if you do not have a helper. Oh, what happens if you have both the orcas and the orcs? How does that work? Who would win in that battle? I feel like, I mean, it just matters because one's on land and one's on water, and I don't think, maybe they need to, like, combine forces, you know? Then you'll have the ultimate team up right there, so you can't escape versus land or on water. We have the Gazombie. This is a zombie gazebo, so you must fight the gazombie alone. You are dead is the bad stuff. A little broken down one. Off centaur. The barracuda. Who is a bear? That would be freaky. I'm not down with that. A salamandroid. Okay, that's cool. Robot salamanders. I'm down with that. I love salamanders too. So Jordan said, it would be funny to create stats for some of the monsters for mutants and masterminds. That would be fantastic. We have a rattle shark, a soak oak. We have a dragon bee. I'm already allergic to bees. Don't know if I want them also breathing fire on me. I'm not down with that. We have our cheat cards. We have curse, a reptile dysfunction. If you do not have footgear, discard 2 cards. This is quite possibly the worst set on the internet that I've had to read out loud with these cards. I just want to say thank you, Andrew Hackard, for that. I'm going to have to write you a personal note later on that. Oh my goodness. We have a bubonic plague with little baboons on there. Curse, heavy. So place this card with a small item chosen by the lowest level player other than yourself. That item is now a heavy whatever and is big. If this means you have too many big items, you must get rid of the others, not this one. You have a -1 to run away while you are carrying this item. This card goes with the item if it is lost, stolen, or discarded. I love this card right here, guys. So I always really enjoy whenever they come up with a new fantastic way to just like mess with people in the game, and I want more of these cards right here because I feel like the big items is, it doesn't show up as much as it should. Like, I guess in like my bigger Munchkin set, I have where I have to trade out those big items a little bit more and like get rid of them more often. But I wish we had more big items with that. And that one's perfect. If you can make something that somebody's holding that gives them their biggest bonus big, and then all of a sudden, like, they have to get rid of other things or something like that, or maybe not the biggest bonus, the lowest bonus. You want to make the lowest item like a two-handed thing or something. I don't know. It would be really interesting. That's an interesting card to play. I like it. We have Curse Magical Mess. If you have no class, this curse has no effect. Otherwise, discard the class and replace it with the top race from the discard pile. Curse Moop Croup. Aww. Yeah, so risque. I'm telling you, some of the ones that I've gone through already, I'm like, Curse Moop Droop. His wand. See? His wand isn't working anymore. Guys, why didn't you tell me this set was this ridiculous? We have Curse Moop Group. We have Curse Moop Sea Daisy. That's adorable. We have Curse Moop Stoop. We have Curse Mostly Moistened Moop. Some people really hate that word. That moistened, all those ones. Curse Mystic Misfire. If you have no race this curse has no effect, so that one's going to allow you to chase through the discard pile for that. We have a Safety Inspection. You lose all cheat cards. Ooh. If this makes an item unstable for you, discard the item as well. Yikes. That would be a pain in the butt. The Droopy Whisk. I know, right? That's his wand, guys. So I'm like half like laughing, crying over here because these are ridiculous. Curse Seal of Disapproval. There's not enough there's plenty of seals of approval, but not enough disapproving seals, I feel like. That one needs a picture. So I can post this one on the internet instead of your seal of approval. We need the seal of disapproval. Turn gold into lead. That would be the worst. Oh, like, what is it, King Midas with the gold touch? What if they just touched everything? Because he's a king, and he probably has some gold anyway. What if his touch was actually just turn things to lead? That would be terrible. We have Curse the Unspeakable. You may not use any form of verbal or written communication, including electronic messages, until the end of your next turn. If you do, you lose level. I love these cards so much. Oh my gosh. Those ones where people have to actually do stuff at the table are so much fun to play. Oh my goodness. Those are the best. We have Curse Unwildly. Places with an item chosen by the player on your right. That item is now unwieldy, whatever, and takes one more hand than it did before. Ooh. So you can turn a little one hand into a two-hander. That's a pain. Curse Worthless. Place this card with an item chosen by the player on your left. That item is now worthless, whatever, and has no value. We got some half-breeds in here. Oh, I like that half-breed right there. It's a lovely beard. We have Mutation. Play during combat. Take one monster out of the combat and put it in your hand and replace it with a monster from your hand. That's great. The Unspeakable is also the great Cthulhu. That's right. He is. Except he's a bull. He's not a cow. To add my idea, a pack from each class for Munchkin. Ooh, that would be really fun. If you had little 15-card packs from all the CCG heroes for that would be so much fun. I like that idea. That would be really cool. So we have some Super Munchkin cards here, supplied by the lowest bidder. Play during combat. To discard the monster of your choice, Moop has determined that it uses substandard parts. If the chosen monster has a Mooplicate, discard that one too. Ooh, okay, we have Wandering Monster cards. We have a +10 to monster. Imbued with magical energy. Very important. We have a jacked up monster. They just get a little bit taller. We have Barbecue Monster. Oh, he's so tasty. Monster in a blender. That's like a callback right there. Undead +5 to monster. Extraordinary. We have a surplus of limbs. And then we have our class cards here. So we have a cleric class, we have a thief class, we have a warrior, and a wizard, of course. I don't need to look at these wizards and see who's the most wizardly. This one is you. This is a tough choice. Yeah, these are nice wizard cards. I'm down with that. And then as far as races, we have our dwarves, we have some elves, and we have our halflings, which I enjoy the halfling with the little cat suit on. That's just adorable. So cute. This is a fantastic set. By far, like I said, the most like Shrek level jokes there are. You can play this with your kid and get all sorts of fun little things, or play it with somebody who's very unsuspecting of what they're going to be saying and have all sorts of laughs. Like me, like very unsuspecting. Hey, Vincent, how are you doing? Thanks so much for joining us. I know I was just getting ready to end everything late, but it's fine. You can watch it later. It's okay. So, if you guys are going to the UK Games Expo, I believe they are at, what is it, 1864, I think, booth-wise. Let me double check for you. And if you are interested in any of the events, yeah, so 1-864. And if you're interested in any of the events that are going on at the UK Games Expo, then make sure to check out Facebook site because they actually listed what sort of events and stuff are going to be going on there. And so you can look at that as well. As well as they have the booth information there in case you forget, because it's like the end of the video. And I know that you guys are probably tuning out as it is. Also, make sure to join us for Origins and Gen Con, as Steve Jackson Games will be at Origins and Gen Con this year. So if you want to come by and say hi, come by and say hi. Play Car Wars, play Fantasy Trip with us, play Deadly Doodles. They're going to have Deadly Doodles out at all 3 of those conventions. So they're going to be so much fun to play. And as well as they're going to be doing all of the Steve Jackson small games as well. And I'm hoping to see like some of the dice here soon because Steve Jackson Games is going like crazy with their dice right now. They have pre-orders for those rainbow sets that are like almost sold out, I think. So, like, make sure to get those if you don't have the rainbow dice and you want those, like right now. Is there a Shrek level? Yeah. So, yeah, the Shrek level jokes are like jokes that you can say to an adult that would understand what you were talking about, but, in the presence of a child, they're just like, oh, yeah, whatever. Those are the Shrek level jokes. So thank you so much for joining us today. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, okay? And I will see you guys all next week. We won't be doing anything here on Thursday because I will be out of town, so I won't be doing the live setup. But next week, we're going to follow up, and I think we're going to do like puppies and kittens and stuff like that, so you guys can see that since we just did this. Other than that, thank you so much for everybody joining me today. I had an awesome time talking to all of you guys, and I will see you all next week.